So today we're gonna be talking about impatience and passion, pride and ego. So let's just start with impatience and passion. So first of all, what is impatience and passion? So a lot of times we can be passionate about stuff, but a lot of times we don't have to be to get stuff done. Passion kind of equals kind of being motivated, passionate about something, a topic, a hobby, whatever. And passion can induce impatience because, think about it, you're passionate about something, so you're excited, you're motivated, and that can make you impatient to achieve whatever you want. And you end up making mistakes, you end up getting demotivated because of that. So a lot of times passion is not what we need. We need a deep passionate approach into life and the goals we want to achieve, because I might have some kind of passion now and then for something I do, but at the end of the day, a lot of stuff to get done, you just have to kind of do the work when you're not passionate, and you just get the work done regardless. And just coming to grips that it's going to take years probably of work to achieve something great, and just not being impatient about it and not being super passionate is actually helpful. There's these like a lot of like sports coaches. For example, like in basketball, you have some famous basketball coaches that coached some of the star players, and what they did is a lot of these coaches were like the stars described them as like very deep passionate about it. So they're like not like hoorah, let's go. They're more like just like let's get it done, let's get the work done, let's practice, very deep passionate about the sport, just getting it done, getting the work. Because that's what it's about at the end of the day, not really. There's a fine line of sometimes being excited for something and passionate. You have those days. For example, at the gym, you can be passionate and you can not be so passionate. And you can have those different days. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but you go in regardless, get the work done. That's what being deep passionate about it, but kind of getting the work done is. And it allows you to be patient as well when you're not driven by motivation, because it's very going, it doesn't last. Now next we're going to be talking about pride and ego. So for pride and ego, I would say, especially when we're going towards something, whether it's a goal body, it's your dream job, dream business, dream whatever you want out of life, pride and ego can fail you if you get this sense of early pride, as in like you achieve small goals and you're getting like really prideful and getting this ego boost every time you see a small number go up in whatever, like maybe a little bit more money, a little bit more this and that. That early pride can be your downfall, because you start taking that accomplishment as like a major thing. You let your ego make it seem like a major thing. That can be your downfall when you see like small numbers go up and you're like excited. I mean, it's fine, but it's like, don't let that fool you into making think you are successful or like you have made it. That's what a lot of people do, is they take early pride and it kind of is their downfall. I've always tried to, especially in the gym, I feel like it's a good example. When it comes to like hitting PRs, I try to stay kind of like, let my ego be too high. Like if it's a really great PR, I'll be happy about it for a while. But at the end of the day, there's more work to be done, new PRs to hit, and don't let like pride and ego slow you down from reaching those actual life goals that you want and those real objectives. Don't let the smaller accomplishments kind of take over, especially when you're starting in the gym. Just like it's good, like temporary motivation to keep you going, but at the end of the day, what you want is long-term focus, and that early pride is gonna just stop you from really getting to where you want to get to. And the ego boosts are nice, but don't let it get over your head, because there's always somebody better than you, and there's always somebody who can do it better, whatever it is, or somebody who has more of something that you don't. So don't let that pride and ego stop you from achieving your desired results. That's what our downfall is. And there's a few times in my life where I've had that same, like you get that ego boost and you feel like you're on top, but then you have to humble yourself down and remember that you're not where you want to be, most likely. And even if you are, then that's very rare. And perhaps you can have a little bit of an ego at that point, where if you're at your life goals, but not many people are. Self-improvement is a very constant journey, and you always strive to improve. And life goals can take a decade or two to achieve, pretty much. So at the end of the day, that's what you have to go towards. So don't let your pride and ego stop you from getting what you want. Now next I want to touch on being just on ego purely. I think ego as a means of use for success is like, it can be useful. Like if you think you can achieve something, you can be the richest man alive. Some people, that one person might be able to do that, the richest man alive. There's like this guy Rockefeller, he did it, but that's very rare. There's probably like 100 other guys who say that and they won't do it. So you have to be kind of gracious in your success, humble in your aspirations, and resilient in your failures. So when you're failing, you still have to be resilient and put in the work. Gracious in your success, as in like not having this super prideful ego, and just kind of taking it with grace. Even if you are a success, don't let it get to your head. And just when you're aspiring, be humble and take in the craft you're doing as properly as you can, and just go towards what you want. Now, a lot of times, I think there are good examples like Alexander the Great, maybe, and things like that. People like that who are very self-destructive in a sense. They did very questionable things at times because of their ego and pushing towards success. Now, they were successful people to an extent, but don't let the goal of success tear down the rest of your life and make success the only thing you're going for, because success can be a lot of things for different people. So don't let that get to your head, so you don't like self-destruct other areas of your life because of just wanting success, like going monk mode or like whatever, like isolating and just destroying the rest of your life because of one goal. Now, it's fine to have periods of like being alone and working on something important, and I do that a lot, but there has to be a balance, and that's really important when it comes to achieving success. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in this video, is just touch on impatience, passion, pride, ego, success, and going towards your goals. And I feel like this is an important topic because a lot of us, especially nowadays with social media, it's easy to have an ego because you have a small number of followers, and you can see this behavior from people socially everywhere. So I think it's just an important topic to touch on, and I felt like talking about this today. So I hope you enjoyed the video and have a good one. If there's a will, there's a way.